Well, today we're going to attempt to make ourselves look a little younger. Now, I find this product to be most effective, and maybe you will too. Let's get started. Now, some of us prefer not to have this gray around here, and maybe even the mustache there. Let's see what we can do about it. Now, you might start by putting cream or some Vaseline or something around the hairline there. Well, now after mixing our solution, we're going to start to apply just a little bit at a time around the hairline itself. Just a dab around the hairline, and you might want to just work it in just a little bit from there. Just the hairline. Just the hairline. Now it's important that you only put a small amount. See, I'm using just a small amount, as you want it to make it look as natural as possible once we blend it in from the hairline. Using too much of this product that may remove some of your skin tone, so you want to be careful not to put too much, and then you want to kind of just blend it. Once you do that, just a little bit from the hairline, brushing it just a little bit there, and once you've done that, now we want to take a little bit and go inside where we see the gray, and we just want to lightly brush over it, just a dab, and just lightly brush over that area. Now when you start to see it fade, the gray part I mean, and it starts to get a little darker, then stop. That's good enough. And then we'll start on the other side, just where you see the gray. We don't want to keep going over the dark area, as that would make an unnatural look after a while. Only dye hair that's gray. Now once you've got the hair that you see, now you want to go inside to get the roots. Now what I like to do is to take a comb and kind of look through the hair. You see that? We want to make sure that we try to, again, go to the roots and dab just a bit on the root itself, just on that area. And we're going to go right around the shorter part of your hair that can be seen the most. See that gray? We're going to just go right in that area and stop. And don't worry about getting a little bit on your hair. It won't last, or it won't take. But you see that in there I'm getting? Just in that area. See that? Just a little bit left. And what that will do, going in layers like that, it will eventually saturate through, again, just doing the roots. After you do that side, you want to kind of look at some areas that you might want to take care of, even at the top. Just on the roots, and leave it. Okay. Now you're going on the other side, the same thing. You can start right where above the tipple area to look for gray. Okay. See the area I'm getting here? You'll be able to see that from this angle. So you'll continue on until we get all of this area there. Okay, we want to make sure that we use a mirror to handle the back. Maybe take a look at the back area. You may see a little bit from the top, kind of parts your hair, and you can see some down in the roots there. Right down in the roots, we're going just where we see a little hair. We want to make sure we just put it toward the scalp and kind of layer it like I'm doing. See that? And after you kind of layer it to where the hair is, when it gets shorter, you just want to begin, just brush. Just a little bit over that. Just when you see it starting to turn, okay, you're getting all this down here, because as it starts to grow, you want it to look natural. You don't want it to grow so much gray so quickly that it has a great contrast on your dyed part. Okay? You see that? You might be able to see it starting to turn dark there. Now don't worry how much you see here. It may be looking darker than you want. But we can remedy that by washing it out. Okay, once you get it kind of blended in, you want to stop there, just a little bit on your mustache. Starting here and working toward the end. Okay, and once you get that saturated, kind of just brush through it. Again, don't worry how dark it looks right now. That will, if we don't leave it on that long, which we won't, which the time you want to take is about 5 to 6 minutes. All right. All right, this is our effect we want here. Of course, you can see you may have a little line here in certain areas you may be able to detect. That's no problem, because what we're going to do is to take a hot towel, and it's important you do this right after you get out of the shower. And I'm sure some of you are thinking that he put that same black t-shirt on. No, I did not. This is a nice, clean shirt. Shame on you. But anyway, let's get some of this off here and here. Just rubbing it in, getting some of that excess that's still there off around the hairline. You may be able to see the back. It's pretty much looking normal there. Okay? Now we're going to just let that dry. And if you notice some around the mustache, that also can be wiped until that looks completely natural. When we come back, we're going to put a little conditioner in the hair and let it dry. And I do want you all to subscribe, because I have a lot more to come.